Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive here on Book Reviews 1.
Yes, welcome back.
You guys know how this works.
Right.
You send in the sources,
Uh-huh.
and we unpack the most interesting ideas.
Yeah.
This time around, we are tackling a topic that's near and dear to all our book-loving hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Education.
Yes.
Specifically, how traditional schooling might not be setting us up for real-world success.
It's interesting how much chatter there is around this lately, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got a stack of sources from you guys.
Awesome.
Everything from excerpts from Raj Shamani's book, Build, Don't Talk,
Great book.
to articles and social media posts from entrepreneurs and educators.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's talking about this.
They are.
And one theme just keeps popping up over and over again.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
The idea that maybe, just maybe, acing those exams wasn't the golden ticket we thought it was.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So this deep dive is going to make you rethink how you learn, how you work,
Okay.
and how you achieve those big, audacious goals.
Yeah. I love it.
And for those of you who love Build, Don't Talk,
Yeah.
get ready for some serious aha moments.
Ooh, I love those.
We're going deep on Shamani's insights.
Right.
Plus, we're weaving in all those other brilliant perspectives that you sent our way.
Sounds good.
So grab your favorite beverage,
Okay.
get comfy,
All
and let's dive in.
Let's do it.
One of the things that really struck me was Shamani's critique of traditional education.
Yeah.
He doesn't just say, oh, we're learning the wrong stuff.
Right.
He goes deeper, arguing that schools neglect to teach us how to learn effectively.
That's really interesting. And you know what's fascinating here is his emphasis on individual learning styles.
Yeah.
He points out that some people thrive with visuals, others learn best by doing,
Yeah.
and some are all about auditory input.
Right.
But traditional classrooms tend to force everyone into the same mold.
Yeah.
It's no wonder so many of us felt lost or frustrated at some point in our education.
Totally. Remember that feeling of banging your head against a textbook,
Oh, yeah.
thinking, this just isn't clicking?
I hated that.
Shamani himself talks about struggling with writing, which is ironic considering he ended up writing a whole book.
Well, that's fine.
His takeaway.
What's that?
It's okay to suck at something,
Okay.
as long as you figure out a way to work through it
Uh-huh.
and find a method that works for you.
Right.
Hit us up in the comments and tell us,
Yes.
what were your biggest struggles in traditional learning?
Good question.
What did you wish they taught you instead?
Yeah, let us know.
Building on that idea of breaking free from limitations,
Yeah.
Shamani argues that you don't actually have to be the best to be successful.
Or
In fact, he suggests that being good enough at multiple things can actually be a huge advantage in the real world.
interesting. I like
I
that.
love this point.
Yeah.
He talks about trying a bunch of different things himself.
Okay. Like what?
Rapping, guitar,
Oh, cool.
DJing, even trading.
Huh.
Almost like a buffet of experiences.
That's a great
And what he realized is that each of those experiences, even the ones where he wasn't a rock star,
Okay.
contributed to his growth
Yeah.
and helped him discover his true path.
Exactly.
He compares it to sampling different dishes at a buffet.
I love that.
You try a little bit of everything before you decide what you want to pile on your plate.
Makes sense.
This is so relatable for anyone who felt pressured to specialize early on,
Right.
maybe even before they knew what they truly loved.
Totally.
Shamani's message is all about exploring different possibilities, taking ownership of your learning,
Wow.
and not being afraid to dabble.
I love that.
Have any of you felt that pressure to pick a lane way too early?
Oh, yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We want to hear from you guys.
Now, get this. Shamani has some pretty unconventional advice.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
He says we should get comfortable with begging.
Begging.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Before you picture us panhandling for spare change. Hear me out.
All right. I'm listening.
Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
No begging bowls here on Book Reviews 1.
I was a little worried there for a second.
He's not talking about literal begging,
Okay.
but rather the power of persistently asking for what you want,
Yeah. Oh, that makes more sense.
especially when you lack experience,
Uh-huh.
connections,
Yeah.
or resources.
Okay.
It's your ability to ask and keep asking that can open doors.
Interesting.
He shares a story about how he secured a life-changing opportunity simply by offering someone pani puri.
Party puri.
Yeah, those delicious Indian street food snacks.
Oh, yeah. I love those.
And staying in touch. Who knew pani puri was the secret weapon?
I know, right?
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
This highlights how simple gestures, combined with genuine persistence,
Okay.
can lead to unexpected breakthroughs.
I like it.
Shamani's challenge to us
Yes.
is to stop caring about what others think
Okay.
and just AS. What's one thing you've been hesitant to ask for?
Think about it.
Drop it in the comments and commit to reaching out.
Yes.
You never know what might happen.
You really don't.
Now, buckle up, because this next point from Shamani is going to make you raise an eyebrow or two.
I'm ready.
He says, to hell with goals.
What?
Wait, what?
The hell with goals.
Didn't we just talk about setting goals?
Yeah, I thought those were important.
Now he's saying to ditch them.
I'm so confused.
Not exactly.
Okay.
It's not about living life without direction.
All right.
Instead, Shamani's suggesting we shift our focus.
Okay. How so?
It's not about abandoning goals altogether,
Okay.
but rather prioritizing the daily actions and habits that drive us toward them.
Oh, that makes more sense.
He uses this brilliant analogy of driving.
Okay, I like analogies.
It's not enough to just know your destination.
Right.
You need to understand the rules of the road,
Uh-huh.
practice driving skills,
Yeah.
and put in the effort to get there.
Makes sense.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
It's like obsessing over the destination won't get you there if you're not consistently taking the right steps right.
Precisely. He's advocating for a shift from outcome-based thinking
Yeah.
to process-based thinking.
This is a huge mindset shift,
It is.
especially for those of us who love self-improvement.
Yeah.
It's not just about what you want to achieve.
Right.
It's about the daily habits
Uh-huh.
and actions
Yeah.
that will actually get you there.
Makes sense.
What are some of your daily habits
Yes.
that are moving you toward your goals?
Good question.
Share them in the comments. Let's
Yeah.
inspire each other.
I love that.
And speaking of taking action,
Yeah.
remember Shamani's concept of producers?
Producers.
Yeah.
Remind me.
This is where things get really interesting.
Ooh, I'm ready.
This is one of those ideas that just makes you go, whoa, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
He lays out this distinction between a producer mindset
Okay.
and a consumer mindset.
Producer versus consumer. Got it.
In a nutshell, consumers spend money.
Yeah.
Producers make money.
Oh, that's a good distinction.
And he doesn't just leave it at that.
What else does he say?
He challenges us to ask ourselves,
Yeah.
where do we fit in this equation?
Okay.
Are we passively consuming information or are we actively creating value?
Interesting question.
He even gives some really practical examples from his own life,
Oh, like what?
like learning video production skills to go from being a consumer of entertainment
Yeah.
to a producer of content,
It's a great example.
or turning a passion into a side hustle,
Uh-huh.
shifting from being a consumer of products or services
Right.
to becoming a provider.
That's powerful.
It's about asking yourself,
Yeah.
what can I offer the world?
Ooh, I like that.
Instead of just what can I get from the world?
It's a good question.
It's not necessarily about everyone becoming a full-time entrepreneur.
Right.
It's more about cultivating a mindset
Uh-huh.
of creation
Yeah.
and contribution.
Okay, I love that.
Where are you on this consumer-producer spectrum?
Think about it.
Are you creating, contributing, building something?
Let us know.
We want to know.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments
Yeah.
and join the conversation.
Yes, we love to hear from you guys.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're continuing our exploration of education and success, challenging those traditional notions of what it means to thrive in the real world.
You guys ready for more mind-blowing insights from Build, Don't Talk? This next section really made me question everything I thought I knew about education and business.
It's amazing how Shamani cuts right to the chase, isn't it? He throws out this thought-provoking line.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
People who study a lot often study about people who do not study at all. It really makes you think about that disconnect between the academic bubble and the real world, where people are out there making things happen. Right. It's like we spend all this time studying theories and concepts, but then we graduate and realize we have no idea how to actually apply them in the real world. Shamani argues that everyone is selling something,
Oh, yeah.
whether it's a product, a service, or even just themselves. But traditional education doesn't prepare us for that.
Interesting.
He even says that if he opened a school,
Yeah.
it would be a replica of reality,
A replica of reality.
where students learn by doing,
Okay.
by running their own businesses,
Oh, wow.
by facing real-world challenges.
So basically throwing them into the deep end.
Exactly.
Okay, I have to hear more about this. What would a Raj Shamani school actually look like?
Imagine this.
Okay.
Every student gets a business to run.
Wow.
They learn how to negotiate, how to communicate effectively, how to market and sell, all those essential skills that are often neglected in traditional classrooms.
Right.
It's like a hands-on business boot camp.
I love it.
But starting from a young age.
Wow, that would be a game changer. I mean, how many of us stumbled through those first few years after graduation, wishing we had learned more about practical business skills? Shamani's vision is all about equipping students with the tools they need to not just survive, but thrive in the real world. And it's not just about business skills.
Right.
He advocates for a learning environment that encourages curiosity, where asking questions is seen as a strength, not a weakness.
Absolutely. Remember how intimidating it could be to raise your hand in class, afraid of being judged or ridiculed?
Yeah.
Shamani's model is all about fostering a supportive and encouraging environment
Yeah.
where students feel comfortable taking risks and learning from their mistakes.
That's so important.
This resonates so much with what we're trying to build here on Book Reviews. One,
Yes.
a community where people feel safe to share their thoughts, ask questions,
Yeah.
and learn from each other.
We love that.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the conversation in the comments. We love hearing your thoughts and experiences.
Now, Shamani's own journey is a testament to the power of trying new things, even if you suck at first.
Totally.
He talks about experimenting with everything from rapping to guitar DJing, even trading, before finding his niche.
He's like the embodiment of that growth mindset we hear so much about, right? It's not about being perfect. It's about embracing the process of learning and growing from every experience.
Exactly. He didn't let those initial struggles deter him. Instead, he used them as fuel to keep exploring, keep learning, and ultimately find his path. He encourages us to do the same.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to try new things, even if you're not immediately good at them. It's the process of trying, failing, and learning that ultimately leads to mastery.
It's like that famous quote, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. So often we're conditioned to fear failure, but Shamani reframes it as a necessary stepping stone to success.
Right. And he acknowledges that not everything we try will be a good fit. Sometimes the smartest move is to walk away from something that's not working and explore other opportunities.
He brings up that buffet analogy again, reminding us that life is full of choices, and we don't have to stick with something just because we started it. It's about finding what truly resonates with us and pursuing those passions with gusto.
Speaking of pursuing passions, Shamani also talks about the influence of mentors and role models in his own life. He credits his father's entrepreneurial spirit for inspiring him to pursue his own ventures, and highlights the importance of seeking guidance and connections from those who have already achieved what you aspire to.
And that leads us to his advice on networking, which, let's be honest, can feel daunting for some of us, especially those introverts in the audience.
I feel you.
I hear you too.
Yeah.
But Shamani offers some great tips for overcoming those networking hurdles, even if you're not a natural social butterfly. He encourages us to focus on giving value to others, building genuine connections, and not being afraid to reach out and ask for help. Remember that story he shared about offering someone pani puri and landing a life-changing opportunity? It's a perfect example of how simple acts of kindness and genuine connection can open doors you never even knew existed. So the next time you're at a networking event or scrolling through LinkedIn, remember Shamani's advice.
What's that?
Focus on building real relationships. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You never know what amazing connections you might make.
It's all about shifting that mindset from what can I get to what can I offer. That's a powerful shift and can make all the difference in your networking journey.
Okay, so far we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
The flaws of traditional education, the importance of trying new things,
Yeah.
the power of asking and networking,
Right.
embracing failure as a stepping stone.
Yes.
What else is on Shamani's agenda for success?
Well, he dives into the world of social media and content creation, which is perfectly aligned with our Book Reviews One community. He talks about building a personal brand, sharing your unique perspective,
Yeah.
and providing value to your audience.
This is such a relevant topic for anyone who's ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, a podcast, or even just sharing their thoughts and ideas online.
Yeah.
What are some of his top tips for navigating this digital landscape?
He emphasizes the importance of consistency,
Okay.
creating high-quality content that resonates with your audience, and building a strong online presence.
Yeah.
He also stresses the need to focus on giving value rather than just chasing likes and followers.
That's such a refreshing perspective in a world where it's easy to get caught up in the vanity metrics. But Shamani reminds us that true success comes from building genuine connections and providing real value to your audience.
And he's a living example of that. He's built a huge following by sharing his insights, experiences, and practical advice on everything from entrepreneurship to personal growth. He's basically created his own school of life online.
It's like he's taken everything he's learned from his own unconventional journey and turned it into a platform to empower others. And he encourages us to do the same. Share our knowledge, passions, and unique perspectives with the world.
Exactly. He believes that everyone has something valuable to offer, and social media provides a powerful platform to do just that.
So for all you aspiring content creators out there, remember Shamani's message.
Yes.
Focus on creating valuable content. Be consistent.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Right.
You never know who you might inspire.
And remember, you don't have to have it all figured out from the start. Just start creating, keep learning, and keep refining your craft.
It's all about taking action and embracing the journey.
Welcome back to the deep dive. It's the final stretch of our exploration into education success and all those unconventional ideas that are making us rethink the traditional path.
We've covered so much ground already, from the limitations of traditional schooling to the power of embracing failure. But there's even more gold to mine from these sources.
This last part is all about those actionable insights, the stuff you can actually put into practice right away.
One of the things that really stuck with me was Shamani's Circles of Life framework for finding your niche. You remember that one?
Absolutely. It starts with picturing a wide circle representing all the possibilities out there. Then you gradually narrow it down based on your interests, strengths, and what you're uniquely good at.
He poses those key questions.
Yeah.
What am I naturally drawn to? What do I do better than most people? It's about self-discovery and finding that sweet spot where your passions and talents align.
And as you hone your skills and focus on that intersection, you start to stand out. Shamani argues that this is how you become a top performer in your chosen field.
It's like uncovering your superpower and then leveling it up to become unstoppable. I love that visual. And remember, Shamani doesn't shy away from controversy.
Oh, yeah.
He even encourages copying as part of the process.
Copying.
Of course, he's not talking about plagiarism. It's more about intelligent inspiration. Learning from those who have already achieved what you aspire to. He points out that even Shakespeare drew inspiration from earlier works, and many successful startups evolve from existing concepts.
It's about standing on the shoulders of giants, right?
Exactly. Learning from the best, studying their techniques, and then adapting them to your own unique style.
Who are your heroes or mentors? Whose work inspires you? What can you learn from their approach? Those are the questions Shamani challenges us to ask.
Now, once you've found your niche and honed your skills, it's time to talk about negotiation. This is a skill that's crucial in so many areas of life, yet it's often overlooked or even feared.
Yeah, I hate negotiating.
Shamani breaks down some really powerful negotiation techniques.
No, like what?
Emphasizing the importance of managing the power dynamics.
Okay.
Making the other person feel like they're winning and never stating your price first.
Interesting.
He stresses the importance of highlighting the value you bring to the table and being confident in your worth. It's not about being aggressive or manipulative. It's about finding a win-win solution.
Okay, I like that.
He even shares some specific examples from his own experience, which makes it so much more relatable.
Yeah, I love those real-world examples.
Beyond negotiation skills, another theme that came up strongly in our sources was the importance of financial literacy. This is something that's rarely emphasized in traditional education, yet it's absolutely crucial for navigating the real world.
Absolutely. We got some fantastic insights from experts like Nikhil Kamath and Sandeep Das, who broke down complex financial concepts in a way that's easy to understand. They covered everything from saving and investing to understanding taxes and insurance.
It's like they gave us a crash course in personal finance, packed with practical strategies for building wealth and achieving financial security.
They even provided specific investment strategies tailored to different risk appetites. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, there's something in their advice for everyone.
The key takeaway here is that it's never too early to start learning about money and developing good financial habits.
And you know, one of the most powerful themes that emerged from all these sources
What's that?
is the importance of giving value to others. It's about shifting from a what can I get mindset to a what can I offer mentality.
This resonated so deeply with me, whether it was Shamani talking about building genuine connections or Ranveer Alabhodia's advice on creating content that serves your audience. It all boils down to the power of giving.
And when you focus on providing value, the rewards come back tenfold. You build trust,
Yeah.
you create a loyal following, and ultimately you achieve greater success.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Now, as we wrap up this incredible deep dive, I want to leave you with one final question to ponder.
Ooh, I love a good thought-provoking question. Hit me.
Imagine you could design your own ideal school.
Okay.
What would it teach? What skills would it prioritize? What values would it instill? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's create a blueprint for an education system that truly prepares us for the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century.
That's such a great challenge. Remember, the journey of learning doesn't end after graduation. It's a lifelong process of exploration, growth, and discovery.
So keep those books, turning those questions coming, and don't be afraid to challenge conventional wisdom.
And for more mind-expanding deep dives like this one, make sure to subscribe to Book Reviews One, hit that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. We love having you along for the ride.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time, happy reading, happy learning, and keep building those dreams.